Hello dear students. So let us see the manufacturing of silicon carbide. So which is commonly called as the carborundum. So it's an example of the artificial abrasive material. So for the manufacturing of this silicon carbide, so the raw materials which are required. So pure sand for about 56%, coke for about 35%, sawdust 7%, and salt 2%. Okay, so these are the raw materials which are required. So the silicon carbide is manufactured by heating the sand with coke along with the sawdust in an electric arc furnace to about 2500 kelvins. So the silicon carbide will be formed. So silicon carbide when heated with the coke along with the sawdust to form silicon carbide. So here we are using the sawdust and salt as the raw materials. So let us see what is the role of this salt and sawdust in the manufacturing of silicon carbide. So the role of salt. So as you can see, the salt which is used as the raw material, one of the raw material. So the salt will serve as a flux. So that means the salt will act as a binding for the raw material. So that means the salt will helps in the binding of the raw materials. Okay, and also the salt will helps in the converting of the impurities into volatile chlorides. So if any volatile impurities are present in the raw materials, so that impurities will be converted into volatile chlorides by the salts. Okay, so this is the role of the salt. So next let us see the role of the sawdust. So, so here in this reaction you can observe, so there is a liberation of carbon monoxide during this process. Okay. So when the sawdust is added to the reaction mixture, so that sawdust will makes this charge. So that is the mixture of raw materials porous. Okay. So when sawdust makes the charge porous, through those pores, so this carbon monoxide will get escaped. Okay. So that means the sawdust makes the charge porous and it facilitates the escape of carbon monoxide. So this is the role of the sawdust. So next we shall discuss about this process, the process of manufacturing the silicon carbide by using the electric arc furnace. So here you can see the schematic representation of the electric arc furnace. So this electric arc furnace contains the graphite rods. Okay, so the charge, so that means the charge is the mixture of the raw materials. So that is silicon, that is sand, coke, salt, and the sawdust. So the mixture of raw materials, so which is called as the charge, is taken in the electric arc furnace. Okay. So when the electric arc struck between these electrodes, okay, so the temperature will be raised to around 2500 kelvins. Okay, so when the temperature attains 2500 kelvins, at the temperature, so this charge is heated for 36 hours. Okay, so when the electric arc is struck between these graphite electrodes, okay, so the temperature, a high temperature is reached. So the charge should remain at the temperature for the 36 hours. So after 36 hours, what happens? You will going to obtain a mass of black crystals. So the black crystals, so which are at a very high temperature. So that the black crystals are removed from the electric arc furnace and they are cooled for so they are cooled for 24 hours. So they are cooled for 24 hours. Okay. So after cooling that black crystals for 24 hours, so then it is washed successively with sulfuric acid, sodium hydroxide and water to remove the impurities. So when the black crystals of silicon carbide are washed with sulfuric acid, so the basic impurities get removed. So when again it is washed with sodium hydroxide, so the acidic impurities will get washed away. So finally, so the silicon carbide is washed with water to remove the impurities, the remaining impurities. Okay, so then the pure crystals which are obtained are dried in an oven. So the pure sample is dried in an oven. So if to coming to the properties and uses of this silicon carbide, so this silicon carbide has a hardness of 9.17 on the Mohs scale. So that means it is very hard. So if you come to the uses of the silicon carbide, so silicon carbide can be used. So it can be used both as an abrasive as well as the refractory material. So this silicon carbide, because of its hardness, so this silicon carbide is used for making the grinding wheels for glass, graphite, etc. So it is also used in the making of the abrasive wheels, so which are exclusively manufactured for the fabrication of the metal parts for the automobiles. Okay, so these are the uses of silicon carbide. So next let us discuss about the manufacturing of one more abrasive material, so that is tungsten carbide. So the tungsten carbide, it is also an example of the abrasive material. So the tungsten carbide, so it can be prepared by two methods. So the first method is that the metal oxide is heated with coke at high temperature in presence of iron to form the tungsten carbide. When the metal oxide of the tungsten metal is heated with coke at high temperature in presence of iron to form the tungsten carbide. So here the iron which is added to the metal oxide and coke, so which iron brings down the reaction temperature. So here you can see, so WO2, so this is tungsten oxide. So the tungsten oxide is heated with coke in presence of iron to form the tungsten carbide. So this is one method of manufacturing tungsten carbide. So next method, the second method of manufacturing tungsten carbide is the direct combination of metal and carbon. Okay, so when the tungsten metal is heated with coke to a temperature of about 2700 degree Celsius, so then the tungsten carbide is directly formed. Okay, so this process requires very high temperature. So the tungsten carbide can also be manufactured by heating the tungsten metal directly with the coke. So the tungsten carbide can be manufactured.